Should I give my property away while I'm alive or when I die? This is a question that involves stepped up basis. So I want to talk to you about step up in basis. It's a concept in tax law that's really important to deciding when you might want to leave somebody real property. The step up in basis in tax law refers to property's basis, meaning what you bought it for or what you've put into the property. That's your basis in the property. When you inherit property, the property is stepped up to its current basis or its current value. So that means if, say, your mom dies and leaves you her house, you're going to receive the house with a basis of its current value. Now, if your mom decided instead to leave you the house while she was alive, you're going to receive it at her basis, meaning the basis of the money that she's got in it. So that means that when you go to sell it, you'll have capital gains taxes for the difference between the value that you sell it for and her basis in the property. So let's talk about that in an example. Let's say you buy a home 20 years ago in California for $100,000. And now that same home is now worth $1 million. So it has appreciated $900,000. Your basis in the property is $100,000 because that's what you bought it for. If you were to go and sell it for $1 million, you would have to pay capital gains taxes on $900,000. Now, if you leave that house to your child when you die, they're going to receive it at its current value of $1 million. If they then go to sell it for $1 million, there's no capital gains taxes at all. If, say, after you leave it to them at death, it appreciates a little bit, maybe now it's worth $1.1 million, well, if they go to sell it, they will own capital gains taxes on $100,000, the difference between the basis that they received it at of $1 million and what they sold it for of $1.1 million. Now, if you take that same house and leave it to your daughter while you're alive, your daughter's going to receive the house with a basis of $100,000. That means when your daughter goes to sell the house for $1 million, there will be capital gains taxes on $900,000. So you can see that leaving property at death is much more beneficial from a capital gains perspective than leaving property during your lifetime. This is important and comes up a lot when people try to avoid estate planning by adding somebody to their house deed as a joint tenancy with right of survivorship. Doing this may unknowingly cause tax implications for the person that you're putting on your deed. If you'd like to talk more about this, I'm happy to chat. Give me a call.